Welcome to this week's edition of The Hill with April Ryan. We start this week with the ongoing border crisis. The predictions of an influx of migrants flooding the southern border once the Trump COVID-era emergency Title 42 restrictions ended appear to have been exaggerated. Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas says the number of migrants at the border are markedly down over what they were prior to the end of Title 42. But Nana Jumphy, the executive director of the Black Alliance for Just Immigration, says there's still work to do when it comes to how to deal with Black migrants.
That same sense that Black people don't deserve safety is why Flint, Michigan still don't got no water. It's why Mississippi is in the situation it's in. It's why Selma is trying to figure out what it's trying to rebuild, and how Jordan Neely gets choked out on the subway. It is a lack of concern for the suffering of Black people that is historic in this country, and we're gonna have to push back on a diasporic level in order to get these folks' attention and make a change.
Shifting our attention to the U.S. Supreme Court. There are only 6 weeks left before their summer break. They're expected to hand down a decision on affirmative action in admissions. A decision striking down affirmative action laws currently in place will have a far-reaching impact. Yvonne Hutchinson is the founder and CEO of Ready Set. They specialize in helping companies create policies to improve diversity. She says rolling back affirmative action laws will be a major setback for our country.
I see this as part of a rollback on our civil rights and our access to opportunity. We need to be very specific when we talk about what's at stake here. It's affirmative action, yes, but it is just the consideration of race in admissions. And it could possibly even affect the consideration of race in scholarships. So we're not talking about gender. We're not talking about socioeconomic status. We're not talking about legacy admissions. This decision is designed to target Black and Brown students and prevent them from accessing opportunity.
Bakari Sellers, CNN commentator and former member of the South Carolina State House, says people need to wake up and pay attention to what the conservative court is doing. He says the decision could also present a slippery slope.
I can tell you that I don't think it's far-fetched to say that certain constitutionalists and certain legal scholars do want to overturn Brown versus the Board of Education. I don't know if we'll ever get there. We'll get there in my lifetime. But we're starting to see how the fact Democrats haven't taken the judiciary seriously for decades is impacting the future of this great country, particularly the diversity or lack thereof.
In other news, President Joe Biden ruffled some Republican feathers recently. While speaking at the graduation ceremonies at Howard University over the weekend, he spoke on matters of white supremacy to the eager Bisons.
Today I come here to Howard to continue the work to redeem the soul of this nation, because it's here where I see the future, and that's not hyperbole. We can finally resolve those ongoing questions about who we are as a nation. That puts strength of our diversity at the center of American life. The future that celebrates and learns from history.
Also Saturday in the nation's capital, about 150 members of a white supremacist group, Patriot Front, marched to the U.S. Capitol carrying shields and battle drums. They were chanting to reclaim America as well. That was a lot, but that's it. And thanks for watching this edition of The Hill with April Ryan. We'll see you next week. Until then, peace.